back to another episode of Classic City Talks with Classic City Locks. We're your hosts, Mike and Wes. Welcome back, y'all. We got both of us here. Week 12 college football. We're excited. The gang is all here, all two of us.
We did
Very
it.
excited. Wes, you have some things you'd like to say after a sad and very lonely show last week.
Yeah, we talked before the show, and I was sad to let you go on and do it by yourself, but I just couldn't go back on my word. I'm a man of my word, and to be honest with you, all the comments were directed at me like, no, where's Wes, blah blah blah, and I wasn't trying to make it about me. I went out on a line the video before, and I staked my reputation, and I had to uphold to that. It wasn't me just asking for Twitter clicks or baiting you for likes, but it worked. So
It
I don't really
worked.
know I don't know whether to take offense at that or our best viewership in a while, most likes. But anyways, I'm back. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for responding to my absence. And hopefully this means that you wanted me back. We'll see. But Mike, let's get straight into the picks.
Yeah. So we'll gloss over last week real quick. It was a tough week, and we're gonna. I'm sure I'm sure Wes is thinking right now. It's because he wasn't there. But
Mhm.
to be fair, we did talk together about it before. We
We
just
talked together, and I tried to talk you off the ledge of some of the picks, but luckily that footage is lost to lost to
Oklahoma
the depths of
State dead
huh?
to me. Oklahoma State. I guess a quarterback and home field advantage really does make that much of a difference to get absolutely waxed. Um,
Yeah,
Bama minus 10.5 was a lock and a half, though. So what can we say?
yeah, that one.
All right,
I
going right
quick
into
story
our.
time. Quick story time on that game.
Okay.
Alabama scored a touchdown, right? The line was like
Yeah.
11 or 10 and a half. Alabama scored a touchdown, and the live line was like minus 11. I was like, what? Why is this possible? So I slammed that in and made extra money on that one. It was just
I
fun.
remember you texting me about that in the first quarter. Like, you will not believe what I was able to get as a
Oh,
live bet.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, getting into the picks this week. First, we got Florida going to play Missouri. Missouri is an 11-point favorite. I mean, do we really need to talk about much here? Missouri just smacked Tennessee around. They put up a really good fight against Georgia. They're a solid, battle-hardened team. No ifs, ands, ors, or buts about it. They're going to smoke Florida. We're going to trust the Tigers here. Great matchup at home.
Yeah, I kind of liked Florida last week against LSU, and they did nothing. And we've been betting against them on the road this season. It's a good pick. I think Missouri not just proven in that last game, but especially in the Georgia game now, where a lot of people are struggling. They
Yeah.
didn't. They only lost by 10 at Georgia. And Missouri, this is their best season in a while. I think they ride it out here, cover 11.
Yeah,
So
they're fired up 100%.
yeah, and we'll move right on to another hot team, the best they've done in a long time, Arizona, the Wildcats. They are hosting Utah Utes, and Arizona we're taking -1, just to pick them basically. Arizona's got a top 25 offense in the country, and I mean they're just trending in the right direction. They have exceeded expectations already this year. Look for them to do it again on Saturday.
Absolutely. They're on a 4-game win streak right here. It would be five if it weren't for a heartbreaking loss to USC in triple overtime. And they've
Mhm.
got wins against good teams. They beat UCLA, who's trending down right now, but still solid win. They beat Oregon State, which is another one of the best offenses in the country. If you're buying stock here at home, got to go with Arizona right here. Great
Yeah,
spot for them. So we're going to ride with them as well.
love it.
Um, Speaking of UCLA at USC. I'm gonna go back and see if I can find the clip from our USC schedule prediction. Wes and I'm pretty sure we agree that their worst case scenario 7-5.
Going to eat each other alive this year, I
Hmm.
think. So 8-4 is my worst case. What about you?
I'm gonna say absolute rock bottom worst case scenario 7-5. They just
Ooh,
get ripped to shreds in the second half of the season,
ooh.
losing at Notre Dame, can't kick Utah. Then they lose to Washington, Oregon, and then throw an upset game in there. Guess
Yep,
what's in the cards?
seven and
Seven
five.
and five.
All
Is
that being
this
said, we're
yeah.
going to take USC to cover.
We are picking against that. We Chip Kelly's on the hot seat 1000%. UCLA is trending down, like I just said. And USC, despite their recent struggles, did start 6-0. But UCLA, I just think this is a battle of the mid right here, and we're gonna lean on Caleb Williams, going out in his final
It's
regular
their
season
last
game
game.
on a high
Last
note.
game of the
They're gonna
season.
cover by over 6.
Yeah, and one last thing about that. How funny would it be if UCLA won and then proceeded to still fire Chip Kelly? That would just be, USC also went 6-0 and have gone 1-5 in their last this is their last game of the season, man. This is
Yeah,
all out for them.
yeah. We expect them to finish strong here against at home against. This is a rivalry game too. Like they're gonna
And
want to win.
we're looking at 6.5s across the board, but Bet ESPN has been kind enough to throw us a 6. So head on to that new sports book and take -6 there for the Trojans.
Yeah. Going on to
Our
our
next,
last pick, we're going to the Big Ten. Illinois is going to travel to Iowa. Iowa, king of unders, but we will not be. That's not our official pick. Iowa is a 3-point favorite. Um, Illinois, I know, has had some changes at quarterback recently, but I'm still sticking with Iowa here. Tried and tested defensive powerhouse. They are 7-0 this season when they force a turnover, and Illinois has had 5 turnovers in the past 2 weeks. We're going to take the home field advantage here. The small line, they're always winning these gritty games. We're going to take the Hawkeyes.
yeah, not much to say here to add on to that one. The under has been historically low, but we thought about taking that one. We like the spread better here, so get the Hawkeyes -3 in this one.
Yeah, we'll
And
we'll
that's our
lean on the under, but not an official pick.
Yeah, exactly. That was our last mutual pick, so we'll move on to our individuals for you. We got two of them. I am taking Indiana -3.5 against Michigan State. The Spartans come into town, just a dumpster fire of a year. This is the Big Ten toilet bowl, as both of these teams are 1-7 in conference play. They are both 3-7 on the season. So you're giving me basically a pick 'em with home field advantage baked in. And Michigan State has scored 91 points in their 8 games versus Power Five opponents for an average of 11 a game. And I like the home team here in a favorite. Tuck coming, Tuck gonna be running after this game. He's already
Yeah.
gone. They don't stand a chance in this one.
I don't know. I think you just put a poison pill out there, Wes, by saying this is quote basically a pick 'em. So come back to this next week when Indiana wins by 3 and the hook
I'm
hook,
fine.
hook
I'm
gets
fine with that.
Wes. All right, my pick. I will be going to the SEC. Georgia going on the road to play Tennessee. Its line's around 10 to 10.5 here, so I like the 10 because I'm taking the Bulldogs here. My apologies for doubting them last week. But this is a whole different game. I know that this was circled at the beginning of the season. The wind has kind of been sucked out of the sails with Tennessee losing last week and Georgia winning. And I just think that UGA is trending up. I mean, there's a solid win against a good Missouri team, and they spanked Ole Miss. Tennessee, on the other hand, is trending down. I mean, we've really seen them struggle recently. He just can't get the ball down the field. No really big explosive plays from them. They're gonna have to lean on that run defense here, or that offense here. And UG has a really good run defense, top 20 in the country. If they're gonna have to lean on that, I think they're gonna struggle. And as we've seen time and time again, you're gonna have to play UGA for 4 quarters. I think that they're gonna stay focused, eyes on the prize, get the dub here, and I don't think it's gonna be that close.
Yeah, so I'm not taking this with Mike here. I don't really like flip-flopping on picks one week back to the other. We picked against Georgia last week, picking them this week. The other thing I will say, Georgia has had 2 true road games this season. They won by 7, excuse me, won by 7 at Auburn and only won by 17 at Vanderbilt. So look for this Tennessee environment to play a huge role in this.
And when was that in the season? We are how far along are we?
This is week 12, so Georgia has one more game after this.
Exactly. So I think that it's late season. UJ's come together. I mean, we've seen Alabama do the same thing, so that's why I'm sticking with them.
They haven't played a road game in October or November.
Wes, we're going to stick with the
That's
team
not
that has
true, actually.
obviously developed in front of us, as Alabama has done the exact same thing. We'll come
It's a
back.
sketchy line. I'm staying away.
All right, you're lost, brother. All right, those are our picks. We got 4 mutuals and 2 individuals this week. I know we haven't really done the super dogs recently, but it just came to my mind when I was scrolling the lines earlier. If we're gonna take one, it's not a crazy super dog, but my personal Northwestern +3 at Purdue.
What
Or
is this?
they're playing Purdue.
You're gonna make me pick a super dog on the fly like
It
this?
just came. It just came to me. It just came to
You
me.
just throw one in there. Yeah, I'm gonna take Southern Miss at Mississippi State 14 and a half.
I don't know if we'll call these official super
Mississippi
dogs because
State, yeah.
I did not discuss this with Wes, but it just remembered it. But
Just
that's
duck
what we
them.
got for y'all. Thanks again. Thank you, Wes, for coming back. It feels good to have the gang back together.
Thank
And
you for your support. Continue to do so. Like the video, show your mom the video, show your dad the video. I don't care. Just get us some views, and I will
exactly.
continue to be here. I'm not holding you hostage, but I'm holding you something. I don't know, accountable.
And if you want him gone, just don't engage.
Yeah, very simple as that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in, y'all. We hope we have a good weekend of college football and stay tuned for some more videos.